What's your favorite race, class, and professions, and why? That's from Jersey. It's for all of us.
I like orcs.
Yeah, I think orcs. I don't have a favorite class anymore. I think I was going to say druid, but you can't be a orc for that. I don't like being a cow.
No, that's the worst part about druid is that they're so limited in race.
Yeah. I like orc shaman, but after playing with Nana and Papa and what they said about Tauren having there being like the master class, like other than the fact that they're big and they look kind of dumb on all small mounts, I like their racial. I guess they have the stomp. It's usable.
Isn't the weapon skill racial better though?
And the plus herbing is cool too. But no, right now I like orc shaman. That's been my go-to from the beginning. I've diverged a little bit throughout the years, but I like orc shaman.
I don't have a favorite class. My favorite class switches every year.
Yeah. Last year was paladin. This year he absolutely hates paladin.
Well, it's because we're horde on a server that you can't play a paladin as horde.
Okay,
but yeah, I've had paladin's my favorite before. I've had warriors my favorite before. I enjoy hunter right now. Yeah. There was a while where I was playing shaman a lot. Like, yeah, it depends on the year.
So Sam, you said you don't have a favorite class. Like, is there one of the you've been playing the druid, the mage, the hunter?
If I had to pick, it would probably be the druid. I'm having the most fun with. My go-to class used to be hunter. Josh ruined it for me.
I did nothing.
It was funny. I was watching chat in Stranglethorn Vale, and somebody said, "Oh, there goes Samantha just walking down the streets in Stranglethorn Vale." And I'm thinking, it made me think of you, Sam.
Josh says it too every time we pass her in Stranglethorn.
Yeah. Now, professions. Your favorite professions?
I don't have one. I don't enjoy any of the professions.
You know, you don't have to do professions, right?
I know, it's just something to do on the side.
But some are beneficial for you.
What?
Some can be beneficial for you.
Yeah.
More in later versions of the game.
For my rogue, the one I'm playing by myself, I'm just doing skinning and herbing because I keep getting boxes for those.
My favorite to have is enchanting. Because it's the only profession where you can't just buy the result of it off the auction house. And I hate having to go interact with an enchanter to get my gear enchanted. Because like it's always annoying because someone will be auctioning like in Orgrimmar, they'll be like max skill enchanter and they'll list off their enchants and they're selling those enchants, right? Implying that you just go and you pay them and you get the enchant. But some of them have the mats. Some of them expect you to go get the mats yourself. So I'll be like,
if you're giving them mats, why are you paying them for it?
Well, because they've like it's a tip thing. And tips, I hate tips too. It's so annoying. Just give me a price. Don't ask me for a tip. Tell me how much money you want.
I know.
I don't want to have to figure out how much to tip people.
I know.
That's annoying enough in restaurants.
Yes, I agree.
Like if the standard rate for opening a lockbox is 50 silver, just ask for 50 silver. Don't be like, give me a tip. I'm like, no, tell me how much that tip is supposed to be.
Am I supposed to be tipping now? I just expected.
No, Al's part of our group. You don't usually tip your friends. But with enchanters, I'll message them. They'll be like, oh, selling, +5 weapon damage enchant. And I'll be like, oh, how much for the +5 weapon damage? And they'll be like, oh, 5 gold. And I'll show up and I'll put my thing and they'll be like, mats? I'll be like, what do you mean? Like, I need the mats. And I'll be like, what, you want the mats and 5 gold? They'll be like, yeah. Well, then why doesn't it say your mats in the auction? And some do. And I'll be like, what are the mats for this? And I'll be like, look it up. I'll be like, well, if I wanted to look it up, I would have already looked it up. You're the enchanter. Just tell me what you want me to bring you. And I hate it. I'd rather have enchanting myself. I hate dealing with enchanters. They're insufferable.
Dealing with people.
I do hate dealing with people
This
because
is going back to the conversation we had earlier.
people frustrate me because people won't just say the thing.
The
If they
average
want
WoW
something,
player,
if you want something, if you are an enchanter and you want to sell me an enchant and you want me to pay you 2 gold and bring you 4 vision dust and a greater magic essence, just say that. Just say that. I hate trying to figure out what people want.
Guild enchanter, right?
Yeah, but if
That
he's
all the
not
mats-
online and I want an enchant,
and I want it now.
yeah, so that's why most of my mains over the years have been enchanters, because I like to just deal with it myself. I don't like dealing with enchanters. They're the worst.
Well, that
Everybody else, I
conversation-
can just buy their stuff. That's why in Wrath, I love it when they added the what is it called? The vellums.
The vellums.
That you could just sell the enchants in the auction house. I love that so much because you don't have to deal with enchanters anymore.
So I told you that I was playing a Mandragor, and I said, all right, well, I got my tailoring up and my enchanting is still sitting at 59 because I've just been disenchanting. It's time for me to start leveling it. I said, okay, where do I buy the vellums?
So I got a question. This episode has been enlightening to me, I think. Is it possible? Am I the insufferable one?
Yeah.
No, I haven't answered the profession question yet.
I didn't ask because I feel like I may be the insufferable one.
I know you didn't ask. Jersey asked.
I know. What's your favorite profession now?
Okay, so, given that I do the orc shaman, I obviously like skinning leatherworking. If I played anything, pardon?
Why is that obvious?
I make my own gear.
But you can just buy it off the auction house. Why don't you be like an enchanter herbalist so that you can sell herbs for money and enchant your own gear and not have to deal with other people?
I don't know. Because you started me on this road when I made a shaman. You should do these, and I did it, and I rather enjoyed it. So I've kind of enjoyed it.
That used to be the common wisdom, and I'm not arguing with you.
Oh, I know.
I'm just over the years, I've come to the conclusion that taking gathering skills, I make more money than I save making my own gear.
See, and that was my thought on this. Is what is this? Is this like practical use or money use? And I was going to have a part 2. I was going to say if this was just money use, I would obviously do something completely different. But do I want to drop it and just do gathering? I don't know.
Not at this point.
So. No, I want to get those devil sword patterns.
Also, it would be nice to have what were you going to go? Elemental?
No, I am tribal.
Working to tribal. It'd be good to have a tribal. I don't know what good you get from tribal, but it'd be good to have a leather worker in the guild.